Hi everyone, welcome to the group call, 14th of April. I might just mute my mic on this side. There we go. I get a bit of feedback. I still got to try to figure out how to sort that feedback system out. Anyway, hope you've all had a good couple of weeks. I know it's been 2 weeks since our last call. So, as many of you know, I was in New Zealand last week in Queenstown, which is an absolutely beautiful place. I'll show you some pictures in a moment. Otherwise, we've, as normal, I start the call with our signal chart. I think I've been running this for the last hour or so. So if anybody wants to go back on this video and actually see the signals in real time as they presented, you'll be quite impressed by how accurate these tools are. And on a tick by tick basis. I mean, we're running this, like on the chart at the moment, you are seeing a 20 tick or 20 range bar. So it's a very small bar. And these indicators are providing precise entry points and precise, precise sections or entry points where you can enter the market. And even if you just want to scalp a few ticks. All right. So, we'll jump into the results and everything first, but wow, first have a look at Queenstown. I mean, if there is a place in the world that you want to see that is beautiful and quaint, and it's like little Switzerland, you would like that. So on my first morning, I was just preparing the game plan for the week ahead. So that was my view from the apartment that I had. And, this is obviously on the balcony looking out, and the mountains are out of this world incredible, absolutely stunning. And, early morning. So, the early morning, the sunrise, it's such a beautiful location. That's my wife and I going up the gondola, because Queenstown at the bottom there has got a beautiful gondola going up. So that is really, really stunning. This was on our flight in. These pictures are a bit all over the place. But, coming in, you see all these beautiful mountains. There was a bit of snow on the mountains, which I think is there all the time because it is a cold climate, generally. Arriving in New Zealand with my daughter, we went up a luge. So the Queenstown's got this beautiful luge on top. So you can basically speed down on these tracks. It's so incredible. And Faux Burger is an amazing burger joint. Supposedly the best burger in the world, they say. Got a famous all black in the back there. So this whole wall behind us was plastered with pictures of all the famous people who had eaten there over the years. And this is just a picture of the town itself. I mean, it's such a quaint, beautiful little town. It's got an amazing ice creamery there, beautiful lake. It's a freshwater lake, a huge freshwater lake. And on the last few days, we had some snow, and there was some snow on the top of the mountain. So that was really, really stunning. Okay. All right. So let's jump into our results. Is there something wrong with the call? Ah, there we go. Magic. Welcome, Christopher. Thanks for jumping on. And while I have you there, Christopher, thank you so much for sharing all your results and your templates over the last couple of weeks while I've been away. That's been really helpful to the guys, so thank you very much for that. And I've included them in the game plan. So the last 2 weeks we actually had the game plan consist of the templates that Christopher has actually put together. All right, so this was leading up the previous week before I left. So you'll see it's the 3rd, 4th, 5th. So I've been trading ever since. I didn't actually take a break from trading while I was away, but I did obviously take a break from the programming side. So obviously the programming side is the one that is majorly consuming. Programming is an extremely consuming thing. Dealing with NinjaTrader, dealing with the programming and the limitations, trying to build things on it is extremely challenging. So it was a huge relief to have a break from the programming side, but the templates are absolutely incredible. So even while away, I was trading the templates. And the good thing is I had it just running in the background, because it was 3 to 5 in the morning. I was basically sleeping when the strategies were running. So thanks to all the guys sharing results in here. There's some good results in there. And I actually took a screenshot. So on the morning that I left to New Zealand, I actually took a screenshot, and I actually before I even left to New Zealand, I had made amazing results the night before. So that was a great way to start the trip. And then during the week I was away, thanks for the guys posting your results. But like I said, I still had the strategies running. And if I look down here, thanks guys, these results are really good. I did post a little bit of the actual results from day to day, which were nice. But then at the end of the week, I actually screenshotted my total results for the week. So even though I was away in New Zealand enjoying some amazing quality family time, I had the strategies running, and during that week that I was away, the strategies made 8,400. So just trading between, just trading those 4 days, 8, 9, 10, 11. The first day was a small loss, and then those were the rest of the days. Just trading from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. If you look at all these trades, they started between 9 a.m. and ended at just before 11 a.m. So that was an amazing thing to have while being away on vacation. Just having strategies running in the background that are easy to set up, simple to run, and they can basically manage themselves because they've got their built-in settings in them. And some of the guys made a lot more because I did cut mine a bit short. All right, so looking at this week ahead, so those who are members of the DTB community, you've got what we call a game plan. And actually, this game plan link is available to the public. So I've even emailed it to a few people who've asked me some more information about the DTB system. But even if anybody who is interested in knowing, what we're doing, seeing what strategies we're running, what the results have been in the past, or looking at what templates we are working with, can first of all look at the group results all, because that is also a public channel. So everybody can see live results that are screenshotted. Like as you can see, this is screenshotted from my account according to the game plan. So whatever you see on here, these results that you're seeing over here are basically the game plan that we are running. So if you had to look at this link over here, and if you can type it in manually, if you haven't got link, obviously only the members have a link to this game plan chat, but you can basically go to this link and it will open up a browser and it'll take you to the game plan. So this is the game plan, and these are the templates that we're going to run this week ahead. So I make it pretty simple. We're going to stick with the Russell 2000, the MNQ, and the NQ. Those are the same three templates that we've been running for the last 3 weeks. And what we basically do over here is we provide how to set up the chart. So the amazing thing about this is it's basically a workspace. So once you've run your script, so every member of the DTB system has a script. So that script, and the handy thing about this is I've actually linked it to my taskbar. So you can run the script. So what you run the script, you select, obviously your username like this, and you basically update the templates, clean out NinjaTrader, and start NinjaTrader with high priority. So that's going to update all the templates. It's going to update the workspace, everything that you need to run these strategies effectively. So once you've run those and you open up NinjaTrader, you'll be able to see these workspaces in here. So this workspace is called Game Plan Trading Week Ahead, and it's the exact same one that is listed over here. So it basically tells you on here, to load the workspace called Game Plan Trading Week Ahead. So there's a step-by-step guide on how to work with this game plan. So try to make the strategies as simple as possible to load and execute. I'm going to go a step further in this next week to actually add the auto optimize feature to these strategies. So what that's going to mean is the settings, all you'll have to do is load the strategy onto a chart, press enable, and the settings will automatically update according to what we have created in the template. So you won't have to specifically load a template because it'll just be, clicking an option within the strategy settings, and then those settings for that strategy for the week ahead will automatically download from the server. And if any changes happen to those settings during the week, they'll automatically update without you having to actually change anything. So that is quite a revolutionary feature that we've had for quite a while. We haven't used that on these strategies, but that's what I'm going to be including with these specific ones. So it'll just mean, one or two steps less in loading up the strategies. It's just taking these specific strategies to a whole new level, like some of the others that we have. So going through, the workspace, you can load up your templates. So I've just gone and opened up that workspace over here. I'm just going to try to figure out, I've got a loading. I don't know why that is. So I've loaded up the data series according to the workspace. And those are the specific days. So if you load the workspace, you're actually going to see that the custom range is already there. So it's just about reloading the data if it takes a while to load up. I'm not sure why this is actually taking forever to load. But if you have this issue, you might have to restart NinjaTrader. I mean, this is just an odd thing that can happen. You're stuck in an endless loop of nothing happening. But that's one of the things we have to deal with. So if you ever have that, just close up NinjaTrader, which I'm actually going to do right now. I'm going to close this. I'm going to select this, and I will save this. My workspaces, that's fine. And then I'm actually going to use the script to open up NinjaTrader. So like I said, I've just added it to my start menu. It's on my desktop too, but I can click on the script, and I'm going to select one, and I'm actually going to update the templates, and I'm going to scrub NinjaTrader and launch it with high priority. So that's what I'm going to select on there. One second. What's going on here? Okay, so that's going to restart NinjaTrader for me. It's going to clear out all the files. And just give it a moment to work. Okay. Okay, so that's going to just restart NinjaTrader, connect it to the accounts. So if you ever load up a template or the workspace and you're seeing that, the windows are misaligned, you could just, manually move the windows to, if you're going to follow the game plan like this. Because these are the exact same templates that we have on the game plan for this week. So this week we'll be keeping with the same as we've been running the last few weeks, which is basically if I go back to the template, to the workspace, to the game plan, you'll see we've got the Russell 2000 on a 25-15 chart. We've got the MNQ on a 50-30 bar, and we've got the NQ on a 50/30. So those are the different bar sizes and templates that we're going to be using this week. So the moment that you open up your workspace, those charts are already loaded within that workspace. And all you have to do now is basically go to the chart itself, right click on it, add the strategy that's listed over there, load up the template, and get it going. So we'll do that. So because I've done this quite a few times, and obviously a lot of you have done this a lot of times, it's very quick to, once you know which template you're running, once you know which chart you're running, all you have to do is basically right click on the chart, go to your strategies, add your baseline wick trader strategy from the menu. Okay. And then go to your template and then load. And you'll see that these templates are there. So because you've run the script, those templates are automatically put inside NinjaTrader. You don't have to go manually download them anywhere. So load that up like this. Give that a second to catch up. And then those are the settings that are built in there. And all you have to do now is scroll down to enable it. Obviously, first selecting which account you want to trade on. So you can select which trading account you're going to use, whether that's a sim account to use as a copy trader to other accounts, depending on how you've actually set it up, or your specific trading account. So that's the first thing you do. So under the accounts section, it's a very good idea to create a separate trading account for running, even if you're trading in sim as a copier account. So if you're using one account and then you're having other accounts linked to it to copy the trades, it's a better idea to create a separate sim account. And it also is going to allow the strategy to send you emails and things if you choose that option. So I've basically excluded the Sim 101 and the playback account for email alerts and all the notifications, because it has to basically be a separate account. So if you had to, and the reason why I did this is because if you're running playback and you've got the email notification set up to alert you every 15 minutes that the strategy is active, it will email you non-stop during the whole playback period. So that's why I've excluded that account. So select your account in there, and it's the same with the account. If you are trading on your live account or any account that you want to select, you select the account that you want to use as your overall profit target stop loss. So even if you're running 3 strategies like we are now, but you want your account, your total account value to increase by $1,000, you can actually add that in here, and then all the strategies will stop trading once that has been met. So that's a pretty handy feature. I don't use it too much myself. I prefer to let the strategies run. But obviously, if you've got a limited amount of funds and you have certain values that you have to be within, especially on these funded account programs, and that includes like a trailing drawdown. So a lot of people might have a funded account program, and they're not allowed to drop below say $5,000, and then you say, well, to be safe, I'm going to put $3,000 in there. So I don't want my trading account. Okay, if that was your live account, you don't want your trading account to trail more than $3,000 with all your strategies running. So that is quite a unique thing that I think it's exclusive to us. I don't know of anybody else who's actually done something like this. But even if you have 10 strategies running, 10 automated strategies running, you can select an account trailing stop, and all of those strategies will stop trading once that account has trailed down a certain value. So that is a pretty awesome feature, and it's a good backup for those who are needing that more control over that. So I'm just going to deactivate that for now. Okay, so activating the strategy. So the account trading drawdown, obviously that's separate to the strategy trading drawdown, the strategy profit and all that. So even if you're running the template that we are doing, we've we've basically optimized, these templates are basically optimized to for the strategies to work within certain values. So if we scroll down on this strategy as an example, this strategy will automatically stop trading when it hits $4,000 profit, and will automatically stop trading when it hits 1,250 stop loss. So those are the values that have been selected there. And you could also use a strategy trailing drawdown. So that's another option there that you can select. You can say, well, I'm happy to make 4,000 and lose 1,200, but I don't want to make $3,000 and then drop $3,000, because I'm still at zero profit. Or say the strategy makes $3,000 and then loses $2,000, you still end the day with $1,000 profit, but your funded account program will say, well, you've got a $2,000 trading drawdown, even though you made $1,000 profit. So, that's how they work, obviously. So this is why it has this option, that you could choose if you really wanted to make sure that, you still want to pursue these targets and stops, but you don't want the strategy to trail down. Now, this is strategy level. So there's two different levels that we have over here. Is the strategy trailing drawdown and the account trailing drawdown that you can incorporate into the one strategy. So pretty awesome, right? I mean, it makes perfect sense to have that. And obviously nobody else really does that because they're not as advanced as what we are with strategies and managing them. So, a very important thing to have. Okay, so once that has all been selected in there, you should just leave the normal account, leave the strategy targets, the strategy stops in place, because that is the optimized templates. But you further have the ability to, manage your account, manage your daily target, your daily stop on an account level. Okay, perfect. So let's enable that. So once you've enabled your strategy, you can, look at what it says here in the performance. So you'll see over there, it says, $405 drawdown, 87.8 profit, accurate, 87.8 accuracy percentage, 4,000 net profit with a ratio of 1:37. Okay, so what you can do now is you can go back to your game plan, and you can go and check according to the screenshot that I've got there. So when I create the strategy, or when I add the templates to the game plan and add the templates to the script, your results when you load up the strategy should match what the screenshots are. Now, if your results do not match this, the screenshots over here, it means that you've got data corruption on your PC, or you haven't set NinjaTrader up properly. So all my old-time members know that if you just load up NinjaTrader and then you activate the strategy, you're not going to have the same results. And that's because NinjaTrader is not designed and set up properly with default settings. Okay, you cannot use NinjaTrader default settings to run these strategies. So, there's a few things that need to be done on the back end during the setup phase. So, as soon as you install the DTB system, you'll have a setup document. And in that document, it tells you step by step what you need to do inside NinjaTrader to make it work properly. And it's not just the DTB strategies that will have inconsistencies. Any single strategy that you run, if you do not go through those settings, your results will not match other people's results. So that's how we've been able to really, take the strategies and the configuration of Ninja to a completely different level, to run strategies properly. So if you have inconsistencies, flush out your data, use your script. Sometimes you have to go a bit deeper into NinjaTrader to delete files that are, causing issues. But generally, if you run the script, restart your computer, run the script, you should have the same results as these screenshots. No matter where you are in the world, no matter what server you're on, your results will match. And obviously, if you followed the initial setup guide, which is only a 10-minute process anyway. Okay, so that was the Russell 2000. And for the benefit of you too, I've put in the strategy results of the template historically too. So you can go back to your chart, okay, and you can right click on it and go strategy performance and real time and historical. And then you can actually load this up. And remember, if you're also seeing inconsistent results, it's because the commission hasn't been added to your account. Now, many of you who've used other strategies from other providers, you won't have commission. You won't even know about commission because none of those companies tell you that there's commission. So that's one of the reasons why you might also have different results. We try to include all fees and charges that will happen in real time. Because in real time, when you're entering trades, you are going to have, fees and charges, and that obviously includes the commission. Okay, I'm just looking at if there's any questions or things in the settings you want to do, you can add that. Yeah, perfect. So there is an option. So thanks, Christopher. On the game plan document, there's an option in there to specifically select. Let me just see. There's an option in there that if you want to specifically use, if you want to add the indicator, so if you want to use the indicator on the chart, tick the box in the strategy. So the reason why I don't necessarily use that on the chart is because we don't have to see the indicator on the chart for the strategy to run. In fact, the less we can have on the chart, the better NinjaTrader will run. Because remember, every single bar that is processing, every single tick of information, remember this, we're running very small bar sizes here for our strategies. Okay, we're not running 15-minute, 30-minute bars, 5-minute bars. We're running a lot of tick bars that are in small values. So when the price can run very fast, you can have a lot of bars painting, and which will mean if you've got the indicator added to the strategy, all those indicator plotting values are going to show on the chart too. And that is going to screw up NinjaTrader. I mean, it just does. Okay. NinjaTrader cannot handle a lot of information on the chart all the time. It literally, this is why people experience crashes. They experience, a lot of things happening where it just shits itself after, a certain amount of time. Now, it doesn't happen often. Okay. In fact, I haven't seen it happen for a very long time because I have fine-tuned the shit out of these tools to make sure that whatever NinjaTrader struggles with, I've built a bridge over it to make sure that it can still carry on working. Okay. But as an extra safety precaution, I have added in a checkbox in the strategy settings to choose whether you want to have the indicator displaying on the chart or not. So if you scroll over here, in the strategy settings, there is a tick box for that. Where is it? Okay, where is it now? Somewhere here. Yeah, add chart indicator to strategy. So if you untick that box, obviously it's not going to show the indicator values, but it's still obviously going to work because the indicator values are stored on the back end. They're just not visually rendering. So the rendering is the issue. You see, you often have rendering issues, and rendering issues are caused by a lot of indicators plotting, these values plotting, and it's just like, it shits itself. That's what happens. Okay. Not always, but we're trying to run this smoothly. Okay. It's like having a race car. Okay. Imagine NinjaTrader is a racing car, like a freaking full-on track racing car. Doesn't have air conditioning, power windows, electric climate control, and it doesn't have all the extra little gadgets of heated seats and shit. It's got all that crap pulled out, and it's like freaking racing car. Okay, that's what we're trying to do here. We trying to make the strategy run smoothly without all the pleasantries of seeing visually what's happening. So that's basically how I can liken it. But if you are, remember, I run the strategies while I'm sleeping. Okay, so I can't afford to wake up and have NinjaTrader crash, because it'll just, I'm not going to wake up and notice what's happened in NinjaTrader. Okay, so a lot of you guys are watching the strategies during the day, which is good because you can monitor what's happening. You can pause when you want to pause. You've got the option on the strategy buttons over here to to choose, okay, well, I only want to take long trades, so you click the long only button. Or the market's going down, so I only want to enter short trades. So the strategy will still work according to the the parameters within the strategy itself, but it will only take short trades going forward because you've selected, I only want to take short trades. Or if you want to switch back to both, you can click on the both button. If you're happy with what's happened with the strategy so long, if you're happy with the results of the strategy and you're happy just to finish trading, for the session, you click the pause button, and that's what a lot of people are doing. They are, clicking the pause button, which I'm trying to freaking do here. I got a slide. I'm working on a VPS from Australia, Queensland to New York. So I've got a bit of a lag here. But that's what you can do. So you got all these functions on the strategy, and that's what I can't also understand, why a lot of these, or every other company out there providing automated strategies, why the hell don't you put options on there for people to pause the strategies, first of all, or to choose directions? I mean, obviously you can choose directions, and you can choose, where, if you wanted the strategy to take long positions or short positions. I mean, all of that can be done in real time. I don't understand why it's not being done. So I'm hoping that with my tools, it's inspiring programmers to wake up and to be a bit smarter. Instead of delivering shit products, actually develop something a bit more advanced, closer to what I have. So, and obviously having the ability to change settings. I mean, you could be doing real-time optimization on the strategies while they are running. And that's why you've got these sliders on the chart. So say, for example, you're doing real-time optimization during a trading session, and you see that another setting is performing better than the one that you currently have, you can actually go onto your strategy over here, and you can drag the slider. Okay, you can drag the slider on here and update the strategy settings. So you see it's setting there, it was 48, now it's like 42. So you can basically drag that slider, and whatever value you leave it on, that setting, the strategy will act on those settings going forward. So it's another first. I mean, but that's an awesome thing to be able to do, is, update those settings in real time. So like there, it's on a 550 as an example. So if I go into the strategy settings now, you will see in there that the setting has changed to a 550. Okay, so that's, what it does. So now the strategy going forward will act on those new settings. It's not going to update the historical performance. The only way to update the historical performance is if you refresh the strategy, which you do not need to do in real time, especially if you're in a position. But it's just there for, being able to, adjust them, in real time. And, I'm working on a few other strategies, including this one over here, where I'm going to be adding slots back in. So we're going to have settings for different times of the day, because obviously, this specific strategy that we're trading right now is only trading from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Okay, that's the trading hours that it's set. It only takes trades between those hours. But ideally, I want strategies to trade from 6 p.m. to 8, or 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., from 9 p.m. to midnight, from midnight to 3, from 3 till 6, from, like I had before, from 6 till 9, and then from 9 till 11, 11 to 3. So you can have all these different slots within the strategy, and they can all be optimized separately. And what will happen is every time the price goes to a new slot, those settings will change and adapt, according to what they've been optimized as. So that is taking it to an entirely new level, which is unbelievable. So I'm going to be doing that with this strategy too, going forward. So we'll be able to choose specific slots within the day and have specific settings for those slots. I mean, it's unbelievable. And I believe this strategy is probably the best one to do it with. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked, but I think that was helpful for you guys because, you know, you're able to obviously adjust the settings in real time. Now, because this is only trading from this specific strategy here, is only trading from, 9 till 11, we're not needing to update the settings in real time because obviously they've been programmed or they've been optimized for those periods already, and we don't really need to change them. But obviously, if you're running a strategy over an entire day, then it will be helpful to be able to adjust these settings. I'm having a very shit lag, you know, in this day and age. I think my kids are still on school holidays. They might be streaming freaking high-end games or something. So that's why my connection might not be the greatest. But I just want to get this back to 48 because that's where it was. Perfect. Okay, so going back to the strategies, we go to the second one now. So the second strategy on the templates, I'm gonna put this on my live account later. I'm just doing this for the call purposes. But you can go into your strategy performance, and you can go to your analysis, and you can review the analysis over here according to the game plan. So on the game plan, you've got a screenshot also of the historical performance, and then you can look at the screenshot over there, and you can compare it to this. So it should be identical. I mean, it really should be identical. And if it's not completely 100% identical, should be exceptionally close. I mean, there are a few different data feeds out there and stuff, that could affect it slightly, but not a hell of a lot. Okay, so I'm looking at my strategy performance. Oh, stand still. Wow. Okay, so I'm looking at my strategy performance, and you can basically compare it. So I'm comparing it to the screenshot. Now, it does help if you have multiple screens because you can, do this. I'm just showing you on one screen because it obviously for this call. But, you compare your previous results to the strategy performance results, from these settings, and then, you're good. So then you can go on your game plan. You can go to the next strategy. Okay, so obviously that I can close. I don't need to see this anymore. Jesus. Okay, so the next one is the MNQ. So same thing over there. It's very simple. At the beginning of the game plan, you saw there it only had 3 templates. So you can, if you can try scroll in the background. Can you do that? Yeah, you can. So we've only got the 3 templates. So on this one here, I'm going to go to the strategy. And for some of you who have got smaller accounts, we've specifically selected a MNQ template for people that have got small accounts. So if you've got an account value of like $2,500 US, you can run this strategy pretty effectively. And in fact, if you look last week in our results, you'll see one of the subscribers had made just over $600 for the week on the MNQ, because that's all he wants to trade, because he's got a small account balance that he just wanted to put a little bit of money in an account, and he just wants to make a bit of money. So if you can make anywhere between $200 and $500 a week on a $2,500 account, that's pretty damn good, right? Notice how I don't say you can make $1,000 a day with a shitty $79 indicator, because you all know that's bullshit, right? But with a very good strategy, trading MNQ, trading micros, you could make a decent amount of money. I'm not saying thousands of dollars, because especially if you're only trading maximum up to 3 micro contracts at a time, and you're trading 2 hours of the day, you could, even if it's a couple of $100 a week, that's a very high amount of return on a small account. A lot of people will be exceptionally happy with $200 to $300 extra per week having a small little account. So that's what this is for. So if you load up the game plan and you only run the MNQ, that is ideal for people who just want to trade on a small account until they feel comfortable to jump up to the larger ones. Okay, so that's what we're doing here again. So we'll jump back into the strategies on the MNQ. Okay, we're going to load template 6 on the baseline wick trader. So baseline wick trader, I double clicked on that to load it up. And all you've got to do is go template, template load. We select the MNQ. Remember, this is part of the script. It's already there. It's already there. It's pretty awesome, right? You load up this template and choose your account you want to trade on. Choose your account. If you want to have a specific account level trading stop and target, you can select that. It's blank by default. But again, you activate the strategy, enable, apply, and OK. And that is going to load the strategy on there. Okay, same thing you do over here. You can look at the strategy. It says, max. If you activate the strategy and you're on a small window, it kind of compresses all this over here. So I don't like that. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it doesn't increase it when you increase the window. But if you wanted to see those values all in one line, all you got to do is scroll down to the enable button, wherever that is. Scroll down to enable. So you see at the bottom of the strategy window, it's basically compacted all of the baseline wick trader, max draw, all these values. It's compacted it and it's kept it like that. Okay, but that's because we activated the strategy on a narrow window. But now if we go and activate the strategy on a full size screen window, which I will do now, just by enabling apply and OK, you'll see it now spreads it out. Now, one day NinjaTrader might fix that. I don't know, maybe not. I mean, I don't think many companies or people offer strategies where it's showing what the strategy has made. I don't know why, but it's not very common. But maybe one day they'll fix that. Who knows? But now at least you can see the strategy there. You can see what the historic values are. You can go to your game plan document and you can compare it to what you are seeing there. So again, you can scroll down to your it'd be nice if I didn't have a lag. You can scroll down to your MNQ on here. Okay. Okay, so there's the screenshot of the chart. So you can look at your chart. You'll see it says 4-2 with a 6-1-2, exact same thing there. You can right click on it, go strategy performance. Click on that, real time and historical. Jesus. Okay, and then do the same thing there. So I'll only do it for this one here because obviously it's repetitive, right? But you can go and compare your results on here. How can, yeah, anyway. You can compare the historical settings for the strategy in there. God, you got to have a lot of patience with this shit, eh? Jesus, you got to have a lot of patience. So I appreciate that, guys. Having patience, and realistically, you got to have a lot of patience for trading in general. Manually trading, you just try enter trades. You just say, I'm gonna freaking enter trades. You guaranteed to lose. You got to have a shitload of patience. So this is definitely teaching you to test your, it's testing your patience. The only reason why I get frustrated is because I'm on a live call and I don't want to waste your guys' time. But generally, if you see the shit I got to deal with on a daily basis with the programming side, you'll all give me a medal. All right, so basically you can compare the results again on there to the screenshot on the game plan. So as you can see, guys, I've really tried to make this as user-friendly and as clear as possible. And obviously there they are there. Okay, so that is regarding the game plan. So, you know, once you've loaded up your game plan, once you've loaded up the strategies, you know, they've been automatically set to start also. So I'll just load up the very last one over here. I'll go to strategies and baseline wick trader, template, load, NQ, load. It's going to have those settings. Scroll down to enable. Forkman. Okay, and enable, apply, and okay. Okay, so that's it. So there's all three of the templates run for this week. Obviously, I'm going to redo this later with my live account and get it set up. Okay, so these are the templates. So Mike, if you, this is the template that I've put in. So that's the template number 5. Okay, so if your RTY doesn't match, just, you know, clean out the data again, you know, reload historical data, but run the script, clear it out. So the cool thing that I've also done is on the script, if you look at the script that I provided you guys, you will see that on the script, I've got the ability to scrub NinjaTrader a database while NinjaTrader is open. So you can basically select that option while NinjaTrader is open. And what it will do is it's going to clear out all of your data on your machine. And then what you can do on your chart is right click on your chart and go reload all historical data. And then that will reload up all the data. So hopefully that will work. If that doesn't work, I know a few weeks ago, Christopher had the same thing where it just wasn't matching, and then he like ran the script 2 or 3 times, restarted NinjaTrader, and then it all just worked perfectly. I mean, that's one of the mysteries we've got to deal with this thing. But yeah, ultimately it should match. And if everybody is not matching, then we've got a problem. Then you just don't run that contract. Then obviously there's historically corrupt data being fed out. I mean, that's all I can say. Cool. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Let's see how that workspace. It's probably not open. The DTB indicator sample workspace is looking. So for any of the new guys, if you want to do some scalping of trades, you know, that specific workspace is absolutely incredible to be able to, you know, just scalp the market, enter a few trades, get used to how it actually works. And also on the RTY template, there was 2 templates. And one Christopher did, and I just redid it again because I just wanted to have a look at something. And I came up with slightly different settings. So maybe there's a mixture between those 2, depending on what you downloaded. Okay, cool. So let's leave it at that. Okay, guys, have an awesome week. Again, you know, if you guys can post your results in the group chat, that'll be really cool. You know, we're trying to keep this, you know, flowing with the results. You know, I know a lot of you don't like posting results, which is fine. You know, you can email me too. I receive a lot of emails from guys, you know, saying thank you so much, you know, posting results. I mean, I don't go and put these live on my website or anything. A lot of people want to be more personal with their results. I also don't post reviews and stuff. I mean, I'm not a marketing company. A lot of the companies providing these tools are marketing companies. They're not actual trading companies. So they love posting thousands of reviews and how great they are and all that bullshit. You know, I like to just keep this smooth running race car running. And, you know, some of you guys don't want to post on here. That's also fine. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm posting my live results. So, that is available for everybody to see, which is pretty cool.